Beginning of a new academic year, filled with eager anticipation and a sense of renewal that lies ahead for us and the students will have the opportunity to teach. We welcome this year 61 new faculty to a campus that is thriving and prepared for them to come, many of whom just returned from a nice river trip and had quite an experience with a flash flood, I hear. Let's hear about that. That number of new faculty increases our total faculty count to 356 full-time faculty delivering instruction this fall semester. If you add to that group the number of adjunct faculty, the number of staff who teach, the number who teach in concurrent enrollment or continuing education environments, this fall, as of yesterday morning, there are 799 people participating in the instructional mission at Southern Utah University. That is a huge commitment. Think of all the great we'll do this fall. Think of the tremendous good that will come from that breadth and that depth of instruction. How fortunate we are that we can count as our work an opportunity to participate in changing people's lives through education. We're going to take the next few minutes to recognize the new faculty, the new staff, and those who were promoted and tenured this year. But before we do that, I want to talk for just a minute about the importance of what we refer to as a college-based strategy. When students come to the institution, they don't enroll in classes in the Provost office or the Division of Academic Affairs. They enroll in courses and are taught by faculty who are part of a college. And in that college-based strategy, the college dean plays a significant role in helping craft which programs we offer, helping faculty develop and implement quality teaching strategies, and making sure that we continually assess and improve what we do so that specialized learning experience that's a hallmark of SUU continues. I want to take a few minutes and have all of us recognize each of the deans. And I guess this will be a test to see how many of the faculty from your areas came, right? So I will announce each of the deans, ask them to stand up, and let's give them a rousing round of applause for the work that they do in the colleges that they lead. And I guess if you're online, you can clap at home or office, wherever you are. First, our most senior dean, Dean Shauna Mendini. Let's welcome her. Just a minute. Next, Dean Mary Pearson she is out of town in Iowa with a new grandbaby, and she's probably in a much more enjoyable place. But in her place, Associate Dean Ken Hall. Next, Dean Jean Breen from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. She brought her troop here today for sure. And next, in his final stance this year, in his final year of the college as the College of Education and Human Development Dean, Dean Sean Christiansen. And new to the stage this year, we have Dean Tony Oliver of the College of Health Sciences. Vice President Tippett is next, and we'll give him a round of applause, too, for being here with us. He'll join us later on the program. Next, Interim Dean Jim Brandt from the Walter Maxwell Gibson College of Sciences. And last but certainly not least, also a new dean to us this year, Dean Jeff Miller of the College of Engineering and Computational Sciences. I want to make sure that each of the deans have a chance to connect their new faculty, and some changes have happened within their colleges, new degree programs, with all of you. So we'll turn the time over to them now. We'll turn the time over first to Dean Shauna Mendini.
Thank you, Provost. What a joy. Before I get into introducing our new faculty in the College of Performing and Visual Arts, I want to share with everyone, all of you that are benefited employees here at SUU, that you get 2 free, and I'm going to put the focus on free, tickets to all of our main stage and masterwork series in our music department and our theater arts and dance program. All you have to do is get your tickets picked up the day of the performance, and you get in free with 2 free tickets. Now imagine the range from going from You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, that you can see with your children, to all the way through to seeing the musical Cabaret. So what a joy. And then also make sure that you get over to SUMA, Southern Utah Museum of Art. It's an outstanding resource that we have here on our campus. Jessica Kinsley has a great team over there. Right now they have an exhibit going on that is about, the title of it is, I'm Walking for My Freedom. And in that exhibit, you will see original photographs from the Civil Rights Movement. About 60 photographs in that exhibit. And if we can connect that in any way to curriculum, would be a fabulous opportunity for all of us, and particularly your students. With no further ado, I would like to introduce all of our new faculty. If you're here, go ahead and stand up. First of all, Andrew Briggs. He's an alumnus that I'm so excited to have come back. Randall Gabe with art and design. We have Jerome Coleman, who is over our Wind Symphonies. Susanna Harriman is here. Yes, Susanna, you are here. And Althena Newens, I'm sorry, Newstater. And then we have Matthew Pedersen from our costume area, and David Torres. For sure, I know David is not here. He is the director of our new athletic bands. He's out somewhere in the fields with 100 students right now preparing for our first game. So you're going to have a lot of energy in that band for both the football games as well as basketball. We're excited to get that energy back here on campus. And then from the area of our staff, we have Grace Hill with our art and design department. Cole Gibson. Now, Cole isn't new to any of you. He's been in our office of alumni affairs and alumni office, and now he's with College of Performing and Visual Arts, so we're really lucky to have him. Also, we have new programs. With our new programs, we have BM in commercial music. We have our Masters of Music in Music Technology have been just really popular, exciting programs that now have two new emphases. One in film music technology and the second in game audio technology. So you can imagine how popular they will be. We have tenure track positions that have just come through, that have gone through tenure, that we're so pleased with in the rank advancement, and they are Samuel Davis and Scott Knowles. So that gives you an idea of these wonderful faculty and the accomplishments in CPVA. Thank you.
It's an honor to be here to represent Dean Mary Pearson and the School of Business. Nobody told me I was supposed to offer free tickets, so I'm sorry, but you're welcome to take a class with us in the School of Business anytime. So we'd like to recognize also our new faculty that are joining us this year. We have Mark Evers that's joining us, David Grant, June He. Eric Kirby is known to many of you, and we're just thrilled to be able to have him now as part of our School of Business faculty. Si Jun Liu, David Ryan, Richard Scoresby actually started January, but since we didn't recognize him last year, we'd like to welcome him now. Bhimna Sharma and Darren Sievertson, all super excited to have them join our full-time faculty. We also have two new staff members. Both of them have already started. Jared Cooksey is our MBA coordinator, and we have Marie Beach, who is joining us to help out with our professional sales program. With regards to leadership updates, Kim Kraft, who's been just a wonderful longtime faculty for us, is now going to be our director of our MSBA program, our Business Analytics program. And then we have two new programs. We've started a professional sales program, and we have both a certificate and a minor in professional sales now. And then in our MBA program, we're also going to begin a healthcare administration emphasis, and we're super, super excited about that. We have two faculty that have had tenure and rank advancements. Brian Graydon has received tenure and rank advancement to associate professor, And Dr. Tyler Stillman has had rank advancement to professor. We're super excited for this year and glad to welcome all these new faculty.
Good afternoon. I am very excited to share with you our new faculty in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. We have quite a number. I think I just have to say we are the largest college on campus, and we're very proud of that. So I think you can see from the slide that we are living up to those numbers. Our new faculty are as follows. In psychology, Joanne Bartley. In communication, Hayden Combs has moved from a lecture line to a tenure track line, and we're very excited about that. Michelle Fogg joins us. Kat Green joins us as the clinic director in psychology for the PsyD program. Samantha Kirkley, who many of you know from Project Archaeology, is joining the Masters in Interdisciplinary Studies program. Crystal Koenig, who is running the Masters of Interdisciplinary Studies, is moving over to History, Sociology, and Anthropology. David Hatch joins us as the new program coordinator for the Masters of Interdisciplinary Studies. Doug Murdoch joins us in Poli-Sci and Criminal Justice, as does E.J. Overson. Matthew Newsome, who was here last year, is staying with us in Anthropology. Carissa Peacock, who has been a longtime lecturer and teacher for communication, is staying with us also in communication. We're very pleased with that. And then some of our other new faculty are Sierra Warner in psychology, Spencer Wells in the Masters of Interdisciplinary Studies and Interdisciplinary Studies program generally, and Jingsheng Zhang, who's joining us as the first tenure track Chinese line here in Language and Philosophy. So we're very excited to welcome all of those new faculty. We also have some changes in our administrative team. Some of you have already met Stacy Stein, who joined us last fall to help us with Speedway. And if those of you who don't know what Speedway is yet, you'll find out soon. And we recently had an opening for our unit business manager, and Dina Marshall, who many of you know is our fabulous grad coordinator, has moved to that position. So we've got a fabulous team, and they keep us plugging right along. We also, as I noted, have a leadership update with our program director. David Hatch joins us, and we are very pleased to have him because he has a fabulous interdisciplinary background that we know we will put to good use. Finally, in terms of tenure and rank advancement, we have quite a number this year that we are very proud of. First, Sarah Bates, who did rank advancement to assistant professor non-tenure track. Jody Corser from assistant to associate professor non-tenure track. Laura Davis, who was tenured to associate professor. Kevin Jacobson from assistant to associate professor. Natalie Johnson from rank advancement from assistant, I said that wrong, from lecturer to assistant professor non-tenure track. Joy Starantino, who went from assistant to associate professor non-tenure track. Charlotte Strasser, also from assistant to associate professor non-tenure track. And Jeannie Subjak, who was tenured into associate professor line. So we are very pleased to have everyone. We're looking forward to an exciting year in HSS. I have no free tickets. I can offer you great classes to take, and think about joining one of our study abroads. Those are something we're very well known for. So, thank you all.
It's my pleasure to introduce the new faculty and staff for the Beverly Taylor Sorensen College of Education and Human Development. Just like the rest of SUU, the strength of our college is in our faculty, staff, and students. And we're really grateful for the support of the Provost office to be able to hire some new faculty based on growth, and also to support of our new Bachelor's of Social Work program. The new faculty for this year that we've hired, Tyler Christensen in elementary education, Chelsea Gambles in family life human development, and specifically will be teaching in social work. Brenda Harris as part of our elementary education program and just general education classes. Alina, and I tried to get this right, and so I hope I get it right. Alina Kowastinska, Family Life Human Development, a Utah State grad, so appreciate some local talent. Tori Rice, elementary education. We were able to fortunately get her from the school district, and we're really excited for the work that she's going to do. James Stump in educational leadership, and Cynthia Kimball Davis, who is both a education faculty member and also the director of our K-12 programs. In relation to our staff, our K-12 programs is growing, and we basically serve programs throughout the state for teacher education, training, professional development, also in Nevada. And Shelby Jones is our K-12 program coordinator. And then we've also added to our administration team Caitlin Carter as an administrative assistant in family life human development. And just recently, a new hire, Britannia Howe, will start this fall to assist our BTS Arts and Arts Fusion program that's part of the Beverly Taylor Sorensen art program. And just finally, two congratulations to two faculty for rank advancements, Jim Mock in Family Life Human Development, moving to an associate professor, and Nikki Wainsgard, who became a full professor. And we appreciate the service that they have been giving to the university and look forward to the service that they'll continue to share. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tony Oliver, new to Thunderbird Nation, but it's great to be here. I appreciate the warm welcome that I've received from this team as well as many of you. Very happy to join the College of Health Sciences and to help it progress and move forward. They told me no ties, but I had to wear my brand new SUU tie. So you'll see this now and then, maybe once a week, who knows, but grateful to be here. Within the college, besides myself being new, we have 6 new faculty that we're very excited for them to join the team. And some of them may be here, some of them may be logging in online, and we'll definitely celebrate them tomorrow in our college meeting over in the beautiful Sorensen building. Jason Burton joins us from Wyoming, and he's joining the Kinesiology and Outdoor Recreation Department. Tana Crookston is joining our wonderful high-achieving Department of Nursing. Kelly Cross as well is joining nursing. We want to welcome Alyssa Davis into our Agriculture and Nutrition Science Department. Amanda Hawks in Kinesiology and Outdoor Recreation. Her expertise is in athletic training. And then Elizabeth Hill, we welcome also into Agriculture and Nutrition Science. In terms of leadership updates, I'm very thankful to have really experienced and capable colleagues who are moving into the department chair position. Chad Gosser is a new department chair in Agriculture and Nutrition Science, but this is, I believe, his 18th year here at SUU. So I've already relied upon Chad for insights and advice within the college. Camille Thomas has been a great help, an unofficial mentor as I've made the transition and joined the COHS team. So I appreciate Camille and her assistance thus far. She's going to continue to serve as the chair of Kinesiology and Outdoor Recreation. Selwyn Layton moved into the chair position in the Department of Nursing this past January. So he's also pretty new in the role, but 14 plus years of experience here at SUU. In terms of tenure and rank advancement, I want to give a shout out, a little bit of a celebration to my new colleagues that I'm just getting to know, but it's an exciting time to earn that rank advancement. Donna Da Silva has earned a rank advancement to associate professor as a non-tenure track faculty. We appreciate her contributions to our successful Department of Nursing. Selwyn Layton, tenure and rank advancement to associate professor. Sherry Dawn Nielsen, rank advancement to associate professor on the non-tenure track. Camille Thomas as a rank advancement to full professor. Very excited for those individuals and to celebrate their accomplishments and commitment to their departments and programs. Finally, a couple of new programs that collectively we're very excited about. We have a new master's in nursing with an emphasis in leadership and administration, and with the need within the nursing industry, that should be well received, and we're excited about hosting that program here at SUU. Also within our Department of Agriculture and Nutrition Sciences, excited about another master's level degree program, the Master's in Didactic Program in Dietetics, which is the preferred route to become an RDN, or registered dietitian nutritionist. Glad to be here. I'm excited to meet many of you with your free tickets at our fine arts and athletics events. I finally want to invite you to come over to our beautiful Sorensen, also known as the PE building on campus, and set a goal to make health and wellness a bigger part of your life with this new academic year. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We have a number of changes in the Walter and Maxwell Gibson College of Sciences, starting with me. Well, I'm going to say that I'm very excited to be working with such an outstanding group of scientists and science educators. I'm happy to welcome a number of new faculty to the college. Julia Kraft in biology, Ariana Harrington in biology, Xiaoben Jiang, also biology, Aspen Manning, geosciences, Adam Neat in physical sciences, Aaron Paget, physical sciences, Matt Prater, also physical sciences, not new, but in a lecturer position, and Jessica Palan, physical sciences. Suzanne Tegland also has been working for us and is now in an emergency line. And finally, Sam Wells, who has been a lecturer and was hired in a tenure track line. Exactly, congratulations. We have some staff changes as well. Leah Palmer is our admin in biology, and Kelsey Mickelson just started as our admin in geosciences and also in the STEM Center. And this summer, we also have a new director of the STEM Center for Teaching and Learning. That's Dylan Kirkland. For many years, director was Elaine Vickers. I want to thank Elaine and also welcome you to the STEM Center open house next Monday from 3 to 5 to, again, thank Elaine and welcome Dylan. I want to share that we're excited to have some new interdisciplinary programs, bachelors in environmental science, environmental studies, and geospatial sciences. I think these are going to be excellent programs, bring in many students, and lead to them going out and doing wonderful things. Finally, I'd like to recognize some tenure and rank advancements. It's fantastic to recognize the great work that our faculty do. Helen Boswell-Taylor in biology, rank advancement to full professor. Carrie Buckland, tenure and rank advancement. Bill Hayborn, full professor. Elizabeth Pierce, tenure and rank advancement to associate. Lindsay Roper, tenure and rank advancement to associate. And Mary Jo Tefty, and a rank advancement to associate, non-tenure track, and Casey Webb, advancement to assistant, non-tenure track. Thank you.
All right, well, my name is Jeff Meller. I'm the new Dean of the College of Engineering and Computational Sciences, and I'll get to wrap up out of the 61 new faculty and tell you the ones that we have joining our college. We have Kathy Chang in our Computer Science and Information Security Department, Bruce Johnson in Aviation, Mirza Mazwood also in our Computer Science Information Security, Dahe Hana Min in Engineering, Roger Nichols also in CSIS, Catherine Paget in Mathematics, along with Shankar Parajuli, Raj Theravingadathan in Engineering Technology, and Jaylee Willis in Mathematics. We also are welcoming a new staff member, an admin in our Computer Science Information Security and Aviation is Crystal Reed. We have two new department chairs also, Scott Monroe for Engineering and Technology, and Glenn Sagers in our CSIS. We also had 3 faculty members who were promoted or tenured. Lori Harris was advanced to Associate Professor, non-tenure track. Andrew Misseldine was tenured and promoted to Associate Professor. And Scott Monroe, tenured and promoted to Full Professor. We have 2 new programs that we're starting this year as well. We have a Certificate of Proficiency in Airframe, that's in our Aviations department. We also have a new Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, where we already have a number of students enrolled. Thank you.
Thank you to all of the deans. And we look forward to meeting with each of the colleges and the deans tomorrow. The president and I are going to be visiting each of the meetings to make sure we have a chance to connect with you and hear a little bit more about what's going on within each of the colleges in the school. We have a few changes also in the Office of the Provost. This year we've welcomed Dr. Bill Hayborn into the office to serve as Associate Provost. Welcome, Bill. We also welcome Dr. Frank Hall, who serves as a Special Assistant to the Provost. And we said goodbye to Dr. Johnny McLean, who now serves as the Provost at the University of Montana Western. Let's give him a round of applause in absentia. I do want to take a minute and just have our 3 Associate Provosts stand up. James Sage, Bill Hayborn, Danica Suberbill. Let's give them a round of applause. Their work is often unnoticed, but they do a tremendous amount of work to make sure the institution keeps moving forward. I really appreciate your work and the opportunities to work with you in our office. Thank you. As well as our staff, Amy that leads that effort. We have a few new directors to recognize. Dr. Katie Engelhart is our interim honors director, and Michelle Lambert joined our team as a concurrent enrollment director. Let's give them a round of applause. The library reports up to the Office of the Provost, and we have 2 new faculty members in the library, Charlene Brewer and Melissa Hatch. Let's welcome them. Also in the library, we welcome new staff members, Paolo Chavez, Kelly Hoffman, and Random Olson. Let's give them a round of applause. There are so many good things going on in the Division of Academic Affairs. I asked the deans to help identify just a few points of progress that we can acknowledge at this point in the meeting. If I included all that were submitted, we'd probably be here through dinner. But let me just give you a small sampling over the last year of a few great things that have happened. After years in the making and many hours of work, this fall semester, as noted earlier, we welcome SUU's first doctoral students to campus. The PsyD program has officially been launched. 10 PsyD students will begin classes next week. We will add an additional 10 each year for the next 4 years, for a total of 50 doctoral students who will be on campus or doing internships as part of the PsyD program. We have a number of programs who have sustained enrollment growth over some period of time. This fall, enrollment in the MBA program exceeds 500 students. More than 400 of them are fully online. Elementary education had an enrollment percentage increase of 48% over the last 2 years. They grew from 264 students to 392. This was in the context of declining education enrollment statewide. Family Life and Human Development had an enrollment percentage increase of 66% over the last 2 years. They grew from 127 to 211 students. And as one example of the growth of a college, enrollment in the College of Performing and Visual Arts has increased. The number of degrees awarded in 2022 over 2021, 1 year, by 39%, with a 102% increase over the past 5 years. The graduate program in music technology over the last 3 years has grown 303%. With the addition of several concurrent enrollment partnerships and adding aviation maintenance, as was noted earlier, the College of Engineering and Computational Sciences, on an individual student head count, within 1 year taught 15,000 students. Think of the impact and the growth that's happened. Let's give a round of applause for growth. Growth has been a long trend for SUU. But growth clearly is not the only criteria for success. Many of SUU's programs have also been recognized externally. The Master's in Accountancy was ranked 52nd as the best online program by U.S. News and World Report. The MBA was ranked 137th as the best online program, also by U.S. News & World Report. SUU is honored by the American College of Sports Medicine's Exercise is Medicine as one of only 156 universities and colleges worldwide for its efforts to create a culture of wellness on campus. The Master of Science in Sports Conditioning and Performance continues to receive accolades at the national level, with the Intelligent Organization ranking the MSSCP program as number 2 in the U.S. and best for coaching. The College Affordability Guide also ranked as a top 6 online graduate program in exercise science. You can see that these programs continue to receive recognition for the quality of instruction. The nursing program, as a matter of fact, ranked number 2 in the state and 106th nationally out of over 2,600 colleges and universities that offer nursing programs in the United States. So not only are programs growing, but they're being recognized for their quality. Let's give a round of applause for those points. But it's not only growth and external accolades. We look seriously at what we deliver to students and how we're trying to increase the quality of the student experience and reach out to gain external resources to help with that. Last year, we received funding to enhance significantly the eye tracker lab in the Department of Communication. We also received funding to establish a virtual reality lab, a new model for teaching, which will be accessible to all programs on campus. We also received funding for an interprofessional education mobile wellness project, which will provide wellness education across southern Utah and beyond. You also may have noticed across campus our facilities crews have been working diligently over the summer to complete dozens of physical facilities projects, expansions, renovations, to make sure when students show up next week, we have quality learning environment to match the quality instruction they'll receive. So let's recognize those efforts to improve the instructional environment. There are other outside entities, we call them specialized accreditors, which look at specific programs and grant a special recognition based on the instruction, the quality of the instructors and the quality of the instruction. We had a number of those who renewed their specialized accreditation this year. In February of 2022, SUU received the final commission action report from the National Association of Schools of Theater, referred to as NAST. SUU is one of only 39 institutions nationwide and the first public institution in the state of Utah to be accredited by all 4 arts accreditation associations, NASAD, NAST, NASM, and NAST. And I challenge you to say that fast. Teacher Quality Education Program received AAQEP, the Association for Advancing Quality in Educator Preparation accreditation, on its July 12, 2022 visit, and the Bachelor of Social Work received the first benchmark. It is a new program. We received the first benchmark toward accreditation and received a very positive report on that review. The Masters in Athletic Training, the MAT, achieved continuing accreditation, and when it received that, it got the maximum allowable time for the accreditation process, had a 100% first-time pass rate from the Board of Commissioners, and 100% graduation job placement upon graduation. And finally, the chemistry program will be able to continue to provide students with the opportunity to receive an American Chemical Society certified degree after a successful review last year. When we work in specialized accreditation or institutional accreditation, those efforts are often unacknowledged. They kind of happen in the background, but those of us, and I worked in accreditation for years, those of us who are involved recognize the quality standards that we have to meet to make sure we receive that external recognition. So if you have been involved in any of those reaccreditation efforts, including institutional accreditation, which would be all of you, let's just like for one time in all of university history, acknowledge the effort that goes into institutional accreditation. Please stand up and let's give you a round of applause. That should be everybody. Let's go. Thank you. James, especially you, stand up. but it's also easy to teach students who are easy to access. We started, and Dean Breen mentioned this, we started just about 2 years ago with this question: how can we reach the 14,000 students who have left SUU without a degree, but have some credit and possibly some debt? How can we bring them back into the fold and help them finish a bachelor's degree so they can have the privileges and opportunities that come to those who hold a bachelor's degree? We designed it from scratch. We call it Speedway. It's a Bachelor of General Studies program for those who are new to campus that a student can complete for $75 a credit. In 2 years, we've already had a number of graduates, and this fall, we have 300 students enrolled in the Speedway program. These are students who have been, at some point, disenfranchised and left the higher education spectrum. And we've invited them back to campus and they're on their way to finish. Let's take a minute and acknowledge those students and all those who participate in the development of Speedway. So I recognize that this is a very small sample, and I regret that we weren't able to include every area. But these examples provide evidence that SUU's academic mission is on a strong, vibrant trajectory, a trajectory that it has sustained for 125 years. I learned recently that my great-great-grandmother graduated from here in the 4th class from SUU, which was then a very small institution of enrollment of probably 20. And it's been fun to see how the institution has changed in those 125 years. It's also great to acknowledge that that academic center of what we do has remained the heart and soul of this institution. So let's talk about what we do next related to the academic mission of the institution. What do we hope to accomplish this academic year that would add to that 125-year history? How are we going to add our portion to that legacy? Well, we do have some unfinished business, as was noted. 2 years ago, we began a strategic planning process that intended to create a path that would guide the institution for the next 5 years. This fall, we will revitalize and finalize that strategic plan. Everyone associated with SUU will have a chance to be a part of that effort and craft that vision for the future. Embedded in this process will be the development of a strategic enrollment plan that will be intentional and widely circulated, and a master plan for the physical infrastructure to support the overall institutional plan. Both of these will allow a shared vision of where we are headed and some of the steps that we will need to take as an institution to get there, and ways in which we certainly will keep the academic mission as the center of the institution. We will also be conducting 2 dean searches, likely beginning this fall. One for the Beverly Taylor Sorensen College of Education and Human Development, and a second for the Walter Maxwell Gibson College of Sciences. These efforts will take time. They'll take concerted effort and significant engagement of our shared governance system. We want to make sure as we finish those things that we keep at the center of all that we do the student experience and ways in which we connect with students. The current version of the strategic plan has the theme of building students' connections. We can focus all of our efforts, all of our resources on ensuring that every student has a chance to come to this institution and be connected to it, that it becomes part of their personal history, that they have the ability to be connected with you, the faculty and staff, and all of us. That they have a chance to connect deeply with the discipline that will shape their mind and their perspective for the rest of their life. And that every student, when they leave, after graduating, hopefully, surely after graduating, when they leave here, they have the chance to be connected to some meaningful experience after, whether that's more education, a job, creating jobs for others through entrepreneurship or other things. That's the current version of the strategic plan. We have lots of ways in which we can be recognized for that work that we do, and we'll have lots of benchmarks and measures. But none of them are as important as acknowledgement from the students themselves. So I've asked Vice President Jared Tippett to come be with us today to share a little bit of information about this award we call the Influencer Award. I'll turn the time over to him.
Thank you, Provost. It is an honor to be with you all, and on behalf of the Division of Student Affairs, I say to all the faculty and all of our wonderful colleagues in academic affairs, thank you. Thank you for the work you do with our students. Each year, for those of you who are new, each year when students graduate from SUU, we have them fill out a survey, the graduation survey, and in that survey we ask a simple question. Who, during your time at SUU, had the biggest impact on your experience? And they write down names, and then we give out this award. I think this is probably the award that means the most to me, and I've heard that from many of you as well. When a student says that you had the biggest influence over their time at SUU, that means a lot. I think many of these awards have already gone out all across campus in campus mail. You should be receiving those. But I want to take a quick minute and on the slideshow show you the names of the individuals from the Division of Academic Affairs in all our colleges and schools who received this prestigious award this year. These are in alphabetical order by first name. So there are a handful of slides, but hopefully, Provost, we can give just a quick minute here to let people see all these amazing individuals. If you want to go to the next slide there. And the third slide of names. And then you see the fourth slide of names there. 323 Influence Award recipients from just the Division of Academic Affairs. And then we have a similar number of individuals from across student affairs and enrollment management and finances and all administration across the board, all our faculty and staff. I just again say to you, thank you. Thank you for caring so deeply about our students and their success, for caring about them as individuals, and again, a huge congratulations to all of you who were this year's recipients of the Influencer Award.
Thank you very much, Vice President Tippett. And thanks to all of you. We have just a little over 500 people full-time. To have 323 who were recognized by students as having an influence on them, that's a significant statement of the focus of where we are as a division. But this coming year, in addition to finishing unfinished business, what are the big ideas? What big new idea or big change is coming? What is going to drop next? And what do we have to look forward to? This year, I hope as a division, we can accomplish one large aspiration related to the academic mission of the institution. It's a simple aspiration, and that is, I hope that we can just have an ordinary academic year. Just an ordinary academic year. Now, some may say that aspiration is not lofty enough. Others may say that we should aim for something that is extraordinary. What critics fail to recognize is how extraordinary our ordinary work can be. So what does an ordinary academic year look like? It begins with a physical space we call campus. I invite all of you, especially our new faculty, to come to campus early one morning to see the grounds crews, the custodial staff, and many others preparing campus for an ordinary SUU day. We'd also see photographers chronicling the beautiful campus just before human life expands. If you walk through the buildings, you would see student workers, database managers, information technologists, and facility staff all preparing the physical and the electronic campus to host our ordinary work. As the campus begins to thrive with human activity, as the day continues, you would notice a vibrant culture of student support. You'd notice staff members and student workers, ACEs and leads, connecting with students to help them receive advice for course enrollments, financial aid, all the forms of student support. You'd also see a number of active groups on campus, focusing on engaging alumni, fundraising, managing the finances and the auxiliary enterprise, all in an effort to make sure we can do our ordinary work. This is a significant amount of work. There is a significant amount of work needed to ensure that all facilities, utilities, and modalities are all delivered in sync so that special SUU student experience can happen every ordinary day. As each day progresses, students begin to enter classrooms, log into online classes. They have the opportunity to benefit from faculty experts who have prepared themselves, who have received the education experience to create a stimulating academic environment in which open debate, intellectual inquiry, civil dialogue, and collective and experiential learning are the hallmarks of every classroom experience. How fortunate we are to work in an environment when our ordinary daily work focuses on helping improve the lives and minds of students. These are some of the elements that create every ordinary SUU day. And every ordinary academic year consists of many SUU ordinary days. Last year, we ended this meeting with an invitation to help students connect, and an invitation for each of us to connect with each other. I hope this average, ordinary academic year, we're able to continue that theme, that we're able to connect with each other, and we're able to connect with students and connect them to things that are great. When we are at our best as an institution and as individuals, when we're bringing our best selves to work, which is the normal thing we do at SUU, the ordinary work we do every day creates something extraordinary. So despite floods, pandemics, wars, and any other challenges that come at us, toward us, around us, or even those that pierce us personally, let's work together this year to create the extraordinary difference an ordinary day at SUU can make. Thank you, and let's have a great year together.